good.
Oh, come on, what's that?
Somebody, you about to check it?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Shalom, Shalom.
Shalom.
The brothers from Great Millstone coming at you with another live lesson. Prior to getting
Camp.
started, live camp. Prior to getting started, we like to give all glory, honors, and prayers unto
Yeah.
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Kakadash.
double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, and it's a lot going on right now, man. Okay, in the world of prophecy, a lot is going on. A lot of building blocks are being, knocked down from this wicked ass kingdom that supported this kingdom. All right, and we're gonna get into it because after the downfall of the so-called white man, all right, the biblical Edomite, all right, is the reign of our nation. Okay, under Yahweh Shai and being governed, all right, by the elect. Okay, but start me out with that, out.
So 7, right?
Yeah, and go down to 9.
Come on. This second Esdras, chapter 6, starting at 7. It says, Then answered I and said, What shall be the partings asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth?
That's right, man. And pretty much Esdras is asking, what's the indication, okay, of when our kingdom will come, okay? What's that sign? And the angel finna tell him. The angel Uriel finna tell him. Go ahead.
Verse 8, it says, And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Right. And that signified, okay, Jacob, which is the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, okay, you Israelites, and what it said, Esau, okay, going into Esau Edom, it said he was holding on to his heel. His hand was holding on to his heel, okay, and that represents us bringing down his stronghold, man, okay, with this word, and ultimately us coming up next. You see? Go ahead.
Verse 9, it says, For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed.
Right. So through the process of elimination, when you go into like books like the book of Job, all right, 9 and 24, it's telling you who runs the world right now. And as you can see, okay, this devil is ruling this world in wickedness. There's still wars going on, all right, discrepancies between major countries, all right, and small countries. Is poverty all over the earth. He's just basically running this place like a trap house, man. Okay? It's nothing peaceful about this place. You see? And it's all showing signs, especially with World War III, looming in the background. Okay, and it's really getting pulled to the forefront right now, man. All right? There's so much information about the these different hypersonic missiles, okay? Intercontinental ballistic missiles, right? These other nations being armed, the weak saying they strong, right? These things are signs and tokens, okay, that are given unto us to what? To show us that this man is about to go down, all right? But it said that go back to that part. I'm gonna read this right here.
I got it.
Go
This
ahead.
second Esdras 6 and 9, it says, For
Yep.
Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed.
Right. And so one thing that this marvelous truth has taught us is there's something after the so-called end of this world. All right, those without the understanding, all right, the wisdom, the knowledge that the scriptures provide, they have no idea that there's life beyond World War III. You see, which is the kingdom of heaven, man, where you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans will live in righteousness and rule the world. Okay? But we're here to tell you that that's a thing according to the Bible, man. Which the Bible has shown us that it's true, okay, in its own time. Time after time and time again, we show you the different prophecies that came to pass and these that are coming to pass. You see? But and also there's a scripture that tell you, hey, the Lord, he don't lie, man. Roughly paraphrasing. You see? So if the Lord say that's gonna happen, okay, that's gonna happen, man. But
The Revelation.
yeah, you could grab that. You could grab that.
This is Revelations
chapter 17, starting at verse 15. And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are people and multitudes and nations and tongues.
That's right. Okay. And that's this whore, right? Which we was going into it, how this devil has ruled the world in wickedness, right? With what that shit called, man? Magic, okay?
Witchcraft.
Witchcraft. It's the same, but
Yeah.
witchcraft, okay? And he's controlled the waters, man, which are the people. Go ahead.
And the 10 horn which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
Right. And this is symbolic for saying that this whore, right, America, okay, Babylon the Great, her allies, you see, NATO, the EU, they're going to turn on her, okay? Donald Trump just put himself in a position that he's damned if he do and then damned if he don't, all right? Because of the pride of this devil, man. He's made moves that are not beneficial, okay, to their alliance, man. You see? And it's man, the law is so cold because he spoke of these things, right? These other nations, these heads of the other nations, they're not okay with how this devil is running things, man. How he's operating, okay? The choices he's making to go to war, the amount of money he's spending, they're not okay with that, all right? And ultimately, once that big move is made, all right, which you brothers, should be familiar with it, us going into Iran, all right, that's going to cause a whole lot of turmoil and discomfort for a lot of people, man. These heads and these people that are in charge, and they're going to have to make a move. You see?
I just
Say
want to
something?
add on to what you're saying because America's about to basically get a surprise,
That's
right?
right.
Because the Iranian, they're underestimating the Iranians, man.
Yeah.
They say that they was gonna go in there with ground troops. They think they're just gonna go and take it over. And the guy was like, "Well, we're waiting on him." And he just got a smile on his face, man. You know.
So if I could say, prior to me coming to camp, I was watching Elder Apostle Tahar's video that he just did, I think maybe 4 hours ago, something like that. And it was going into how much these missiles, right? These missiles, I forget the exact name that Iran has, and it costs about, don't quote me on this, I believe it was $50,000 each.
20 to 50,000.
Yeah, in between that range,
Yeah,
okay, to
talking
make
about
them.
those drones.
Right. And these drones are very powerful, man. And you talking, like this brother said, America think they're going to send troops in another man's backyard, and it's costing him literally thousands to make this. But the defensive weapons that America has cost $1 million, all right, to make. You want to say something?
Yeah, because they actually used the $50,000 drone to take out a $300 million defense system. Man.
That's right.
And
So they're ultimately going to be losing money, all right, losing troops, and losing the sway that they have on the rest of the world, man. In NATO, they're about to be shown that they are not capable to be the biggest power or the strongest power, right, in the world right now, man. Which they are strong. Don't get me wrong. That's why all of these other nations have to come together and band together and use their resources, right, and rely on each other. But the facade is gonna run out, man. Okay, the facade that America uses is gonna run out.
Yeah, they had a documentary that went into the troops going into Iraq and Afghanistan and those different type of countries. And when they went in there, they was getting killed with guys with an AK-47 and flip-flops, hiding in trees. I'm talking about going straight, piercing through the armor. You're not going up against that. You're going up against a next level intelligence or something that mirrors you in a way. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you gonna say?
finish your point.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say that's what they got coming to them.
Yeah, but that's why prophecy of second Esdras, the wild dragons of Arabia,
Right.
the Carmanians, they're going to take up this likeness of what they used to be, wild men. That's coming back in style.
Yeah.
And I wanted to say this too because you said something about them starting these old wars. Something you said about that. you know. And I had seen a video. I was talking to Brother Rai about it. You know how they started the whole MO with the Iraq War in '05.
Right, right.
You know, this Bush came out and said that, oh, you know, it's gonna be maybe 6 weeks, you know, 6 days or 6 months. Or you had the Secretary of War come out and say the exact same thing in the exact same fashion. And how long did that war turn out to be?
Yes, man.
Years, you know. So they thinking it's all sweet, you know, thinking, oh, we just did Cuba or something.
Right.
We gonna fuck it. We gonna go in
Venezuela.
Iran, Venezuela.
Right.
That's what I meant, Salakia. You know, or we just gonna go in Iran and do it. But the pride of this devil has been lifted up. So
Hey, this devil, DJ Donald Trump was giving a speech, all right, and he basically was saying, we gonna get y'all, yeah, we gonna get y'all precepts. I want you to finish that too. But this guy was like you said, the pride of this devil, man. It's somebody was asking him, you know, basically, hey, are you gonna go into Cuba? And he basically was giving a debrief, and I'm gonna finish this well first, then I'm gonna go over to them, all right. And he got to a point, and don't quote me on every exact word, but he basically was saying, all right, in the past, people have started multiple wars, but us being America, I don't see that being our downfall, and you know, things of that nature. So it's just the pride of this devil. And what you said earlier about how it was guys with flip-flops and AK-47s, right? That reminded me of Iron Man, the first Iron Man. Right, when you remember when Tony Stark was in a cave and everything, and they came back with a suit that was equal to the Iron Man suit.
okay,
You know, but
yeah.
it gave them time to make that, you know, and the idea, and they basically mimicked his shit and perfected it. And that's kind of what's going on right now, man. All right, but go ahead and finish that out, Doc.
This is verse 17. It says, "For the Most High have put in their hearts to fulfill His will and to agree, and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the word of the Most High shall be fulfilled."
That's right, man. Hey, and ultimately, it's the Lord putting the spirit on these devils, man. He's taking, like I said, that guys, okay, that basically that trickery away from America, man. Okay, America put a like they just basically made everybody afraid. But once they seen how easy it is to replicate and to mimic what they were doing, all right, and ultimately they're gonna perfect it, man. All right, and be able to use, if not greater weapons against America. You see? But it was a point you had said, and now read that last part again.
It says, "For the Most High have put in their hearts to fulfill His will, and to agree, and to give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled."
And ultimately, what's the will of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai? Okay? To first and foremost take this place down and then build up the kingdom of heaven, man. All right? That's the will of the Lord. Okay, so what you see coming, World War III, Armageddon, okay? The destruction of the infrastructure of the damn devil, right? The destruction of 2/3 of Israelites, you see? In the order of things, how the world has been run, that's the will of the Lord, man. Okay? But that's it, huh?
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
Con, we're gonna go down the line with y'all precepts. Go ahead, Doc.
Yeah, I got you. You said something about it's the Lord's will.
Uh-huh.
And I went back to the book of Proverbs. You might have got it. The book of Proverbs, chapter.
Get like in between them brothers, cause you kind of like all the way over here in the camera.
Right.
Yeah, but no, like you could stand, Salakia, you could stand behind them. We can see you clearly. Like y'all stay where y'all was at. Just stand like a little bit further back, like right there. Yeah. You could do the same, Kabal, cause it's just kind of crazy to have the camera all the way over there.
Okay. This
Salakia.
is the book of Proverbs, 20 verse 1, and it reads, "The king's
Yeah,
heart
that's cool.
is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water, He turneth it whatsoever He will."
Somebody hold on deck, Book of Romans. Yeah, just hold that on deck, okay? Because that's a perfect precept to go with what this brother is saying, man. Nero, 57, 47, whatever his fucking name is, DJ Donald Trump. All right, this guy's not acting under his own influence, right? Or his own will, I should say. All right, he's actually influenced by the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. He's not going outside of the script, okay? This is everything that he's doing, everything that he's saying is according to plan. You see? You want to say something?
Yeah, back you up. Not just him, but also those other leaders.
That's right. That's right.
All of them is still under the will of Yahweh Bashim Shai. So that's why they're moving like they move. Like you said, he's gonna have the dragon of Arabia turn back to how they used to be. So there's no one that's outside of prophecy, outside the will of Yahweh Bashim Shai.
That's right.
Get it right. 18.
I was just about to say that.
time.
On point, brother. You know, and just to land back on the live lesson we did last night, what the Lord allowed this devil to do, okay, to the nations, predominantly talking about you Israelites, okay, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, in all of the tribes, man, that boosted up his pride, okay, the way he dropped bombs on Hiroshima, Nagasaki, okay, the manipulation of uranium, plutonium, things of that nature boosted up this devil's ego.
Nuclear fission.
That's right. Fission and fusion, both. Okay? You want to say something?
No, I was gonna say because when he used those bombs, that put fear in the earth.
He wowed the world.
Yeah.
You see somebody get away and say, is this the man? Isaiah
14.
14. You know? He wowed the world with something that had never been seen before, man. Okay? And actually used it. He had so much evil within his heart that he used something like that, man. A weapon of mass destruction. You see? And he basically made everybody afraid. But that was the will of the Lord, man. The Lord put that on his heart to do that. Okay? In order to what? Get the Romans.
This is Romans 9:17. And it says, for the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for the same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might shew my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
That's right, man. So when you go back to the book of Exodus, and you know that whole escapade, escapade, it's the same, all right? Hey, the Lord allowed this devil, okay, Pharaoh, you know, because Donald Trump is just the modern day Pharaoh, man. Esau Edom is the modern day Pharaoh. You see, the rulers of this world, man. You want to say something?
Yeah, because throughout the whole story, you know, when Moses and Aaron kept on coming up to him, letting them know, like, let his people go, the Most High kept on hardening his heart.
That's right.
To harden his heart so he could have that pride to be like, no, I'm not going to let him go. And every time it happened, he gave him bit by bit, showing him the destruction that's about to come. And then in the end, he just, you know, completely devastated him.
And that just goes to show you, all right, backing up what that brother had brought out in Proverbs, man, that the Lord is in control of the king's heart, man. Okay? Because any sane person would say, if this is the consequence of me doing this same action, I probably should stop doing that.
Yes.
But the Lord hardened his heart. Okay? You want to say
And
something?
the plagues got worse and worse.
That's right.
As he kept us longer and longer, the plagues got, you know, more severe.
The book of Second Ezra tell you what? The Lord gonna smite this place with the same plagues as Egypt, man.
Egypt has
Just
before.
backing up, you know, that account. But it says that I might shew my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth, right? And ultimately, when you look at the infrastructure of America and how much they boast in the power that they have, right, and their defenses, it looks impenetrable. That's why the scriptures, refer to this devil, okay, as what? Leviathan, man. All right, something that's impenetrable. You see, undefeatable. All right, and that's that the Lord's gonna show His power, man, through Him putting this devil down. Okay, it said that that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Yeah, we know the name of the Lord. Right? The elites know the name of the Lord, but the whole earth must know the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. Okay, and He gonna do that. It's gonna be a worldwide demonstration on why you should bend the knee unto the power of the heavens and the earth, man. Okay, but that was it in that.
Yeah.
I know you've been holding one. Go ahead.
You keep on mentioning pride. You know, perfectly explaining this devil, and you know, part of the reason why the Lord, you know, will destroy, you know, Esau Edom. But this is Sirach 10 and 12, and I'm gonna get into G&T as well. You got some good points in there.
It says the beginning of pride is when one departed from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and his heart is turned away from his maker. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination. And therefore the Lord brought upon the strange calamities and overthrew them utterly. The Lord hath cast down the thrones of proud princes and set up the meek in their stead. The Lord hath plucked up the roots of the proud nations and planted the lowly in their place. The Lord overthrew the countries of the heathen and destroyed them to the foundations of the earth. He took some of them away and destroyed them and had made their memorial to cease from the earth. All right, which is pretty much going to be the end of the story of Esau Edom. You know, once he's obliterated, you know, after his time of captivity under the Israelites. Okay, but the point of it being is that, you know, that pride, you know, setting the stage that the Lord is going to overthrow that from this damn devil.
It says pride is the beginning of sin, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it tells you in what, Revelations, the 17th chapter, I believe, right, that his sins have reached the heavens. 18? Yeah, 18. But nevertheless, get that for me.
This is the book of Proverbs.
Oh, come, go ahead.
This is real quick, you know, in the GNT one to grab. This is says 10 and 12. So right, 10 and 12. Pride has its beginning when a person abandons the Lord his maker. Pride is like a fountain pouring out sin, and whoever persists in it will be full of wickedness. You're going to be full of wickedness if you're dealing with pride. And that's why it tells you, you know, throughout the scripture that the Lord hates pride. He hates a prideful man. He just hates pride in general.
If I could say real quick, because hey, the book of Hebrews tell you that this devil is a bastard, man. All right, he been left the Lord. Okay, his spirit, which if you could receive it, going all the way back to Cain, man. Okay, this hey, man, this devil he been left the Lord. All right, he been full of evil. Look at all the acts that he's done throughout history. All right, go ahead,
and that stems from pride.
Yep,
you know,
from pride, man.
Pride right there is the Lord is giving you example of what a prideful person ends up like.
Right.
And that is Esau Edom. And we know the end of his story is going to be destruction.
Real quick.
Yep.
And this is the reason why the Lord hate pride.
I have that.
All right, you can't be proud of something if something was given unto you. Right? If the earth was given into the hands of the wicked, you can't be proud in you having it. Okay? You've been given it. You see? That's why the Lord hated, because he's the creator of all. It's his will. All right? You had something you want? You finished?
A little bit more. Real quick. It says, the Lord has overthrown kings and put humbler people in their place. The Lord has pulled up nations by their roots and established humbler ones in their place. The Lord has overthrown empires and completely devastated their lands. He destroyed some so completely that they are not even remembered anymore. And pretty much check the track sheet, man. Track the track records and just see, you know, any people who tried to be as prideful. Well, this devil is the most prideful as it could get. But anybody that comes close to having any type of pride and any type of ruling on this earth, man, the Lord will take you down. You know, but that's it for me.
Con, go ahead with your precept, and I'm gonna get what them brothers got.
What that was? You was about to get something in Proverbs?
No, it's Sirach. But he got one in Proverbs.
What you got?
Proverbs 16 and 18.
Yeah, read it.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and haughty spirit before a fall. Yeah, and you can see this devil, he at the height of his pride. What Trump saying, we winning so much, we hardly know what to do. Bro, y'all losing, bro. He's so delusional of pride, but he think, what the scripture say? He think his house will remain forever. Dark paraphrase. But we seen this devil at the peak of pride, but we already know a harsh destruction is coming from, man.
Even though Trump losing, you know what I'm saying, he trying to keep that face the whole time. He trying to make people know that, look, you know, we winning. You know, we got to keep this going. We can't, because he kept it alive for so long. America had that foundation of just lying over and over.
But in reality, they're losing.
Yes.
Yep.
They just had a report came out, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, saying only 6 troops got killed. When you go on the Iranian side of the media, it's over 560 U.S. casualties, man. But these devils are so powerful, and they have to use the propaganda machine in order to do what? Keep the people here calm. Keep the citizens calm. When he got on an interview and said, and they asked him a question about if there's going to be a attack on U.S. soil, he said, well, I guess so. What type of answer is that? You can see this devil is clearly filled up with pride, man.
Shit.
You know?
According to the scriptures, all right, Ezekiel the 38th chapter, amongst other scriptures, tell you, hey, these other nations are gonna wage war on the shores of America, man.
That's right, man.
This the unwalled village, right? This devil, you gonna witness,
Read 19.
bloodshed, man, on the sands of your shores, man. Okay, this devil think he just, like I said, she thought she would never be a widow. Okay, she would never witness child.
Loss of a child.
Yeah.
Lost the children, yeah.
Come, we gonna hold that too.
Yeah,
but like you said, the loss of the children. But go ahead, all right.
This book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 19.
Allergies.
Better is to be of a humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud.
Come. You know, and that's what these other nations, they realize that too, man. Ever since this devil has gotten that power over the earth, all right, they've been dividing the spoils with the proud, and they've been getting the short end of the stick. This devil, it's either his way or no way, and they're tired of that, man.
That's so crazy.
With that,
I ran across some shit, brother. That, like I said before, my algorithm is crazy when it comes to this news, brother. I seen some shit you wouldn't believe this shit. It had a list of how much money that America owe each nation. When I kid you not, when you look at it, I think it was about, the list was like maybe like 12 nations long. Who knows? You know, they got a million nations nowadays, but
right,
it was
right.
the chief nations like Britain, China, Russia. It was like one of them was like $12 billion.
Damn.
But you going to wage war on these people, and you owe them money. How powerful is that, brother? Think about if Jake owe you some money, and he come pull up to fight you. You owe me money.
Jake will do that, though.
Yeah.
Jake will do that.
Nah, Jake ain't that crazy.
But you would think it'd be the opposite, right?
Right.
You would think they'd be coming
To you,
to
yes,
because
yes,
you
bro.
owe them.
That's the point.
You
That's
gotta,
the point.
can't forget to mention this part too. Don't it cost to have war?
Right.
Yeah.
So,
So where does money coming from?
Fucking thin up, man.
let alone giving the small hats billions every year.
They getting fucked
Con.
over bad.
They say they giving them the small hats $10 million a day. $10 million a day, and on top of that, they have free health care and free college.
But you owe everybody.
But everybody here has to pay for health care and college.
We paying for them to
For
live.
them to live.
Hey, bring this out.
Oh, yeah.
This the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, and I'm gonna start at 4.
Yeah.
It says, "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him."
Talking about Esau Edom, man. His spirit is not lifted up in him, man. Lifted up right in him. Okay. He's been estranged from the womb. Okay. Go ahead.
It says, "But the just shall live by faith, by his faith." It says, "Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home."
Yeah, he don't stay where he's supposed to be at. All right, he has to go to these different countries and build embassies, right? United embassies in another man's backyard and claim that portion of land. And sanctify that portion of land that no terror can happen right there. It's a
error.
yeah, tiara. No tiara can happen right there. I like that, huh?
I can't think of the word, but what happened with 300 when they kicked the dude into the messenger? Like that's an act of war, right?
Right.
That's what I meant to say. That's what messing with the embassy over
Right.
there in the other country. That's an act
That's
of war.
considered
Yeah.
an act of war. But that's what this devil does, man. That's like somebody coming in your home and saying, "Hey, if you sit on this couch, that we gonna go to war."
Yeah.
In your house, though. You see? Go ahead.
It says, "Who enlargeth his desire is hell, and is as death."
That's right. He can't get enough. He's just taking and taking. All right, different resources. All right, actual people. You see, land. He just can't get enough, man. Go ahead.
It says, "And cannot be satisfied, but gather it unto him all nations, and heap it unto him all people."
That's right, man. He's just basically modern day enslaving whole nations by way of what? Embargoes, okay? Sanctions. You know, he got rules and regulations in other people's lands, man. Laws in other people's lands.
And that petrodollar.
That's right, man. You can't trade unless you trade with petrodollars. Like,
Are we going to war?
are we gonna go to war? If you trade with this guy, even though you need it, he's my enemy. We gonna go to war.
But that's what you had happen with Germany when they started putting sanctions on Russia. Shit started immediately. You know, for brothers that know about that Nord Stream pipeline.
Con.
Shit immediately started backfiring for who? Germany. You know, I believe it was who's right there next? Is it Spain or Portugal? I think it's
I think it
Spain.
was Spain.
You
I
know,
knew France was jacked up too.
France too. You know, they was all fucked up because, yeah, the bottom left coast of the European side. You know,
Yep.
and it was all fucked up. The prices, gas, everything was going up.
It's
Inflation
skyrocketed.
to what a point where they had to start dealing with Russia. But the U.S. telling them, look, you can't deal with them, though. You know,
Go ahead and finish that out. Huh?
Verse 6, it says, shall not all these take up a parable against him,
Right. Keep going.
and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, how long? And to him that leadeth himself,
Later.
ladeth himself with thick clay.
Right. And that thick clay. Forget the actual word, but that's going into what? The depth, man. What you brothers just explained that, man. You said it was what, like 12 countries, okay, with showing you how much America owes them, but he has the audacity, okay, to go to war with these different countries, okay.
that shit wild,
But it says that these other nations will what it say, call up a proverb against them. That's right. They're calling you on your bullshit, America. And action will proceed behind that because now these things in which was said behind closed doors, right? All of these other nations always felt this way about America. All right? But the Lord is putting that spirit on them, okay, to put action behind it. You know? That was it, huh? Con. Where with your precept, Bob?
This is Isaiah chapter 14
Yeah.
and verse 13. It says, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend
Hey,
into
start
he-
up at Salakia, bro.
No,
11. Go up to
11. Con. It's Isaiah 14 and verse 11. It says, thy pomp is brought down to the grave.
The pomp is represented as what? Pride, man. Okay, your pride has been brought down to the grave, meaning what? It's dying. Your pride is dying, man. Go ahead.
And the noise of thy vows.
Right. The music in which you dance to. All right, that's slowly turning into mourning music. All right. Go ahead.
The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee.
Going into what? Death. What happens when you get buried, man? All right, the worms cover you.
Right.
You see, signifying death.
Right, a decaying society.
That's right.
To help speed up the decay.
Go ahead. Yeah, that's right too. Worms help speed up the decay. Go ahead.
Verse 12, it says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?
Right. And a regular, a wacky tacky Christian would look at that and actually think that that's talking about the spiritual demon Satan, actually having a fight in heaven and falling to the earth, man. But that's Lucifer simply just means a light bearer, okay? Which this devil, the upper echelon of elites, okay? They have the basically, the light of this world. Yeah. Right. Hence what? The name Illuminati. You see?
Illuminated.
Keep going.
Con.
Oh, real quick, I wanted to say this. It says, how art thou fallen from heaven? Okay? It's not talking about actual heaven. It's talking about a condition here on earth. All right? You live in lavish, living in plush areas, all right? Rich with trees and, the higher estate, okay? And you're about to go to the back to where you came from as a base man. All right, you're about to go back in the holes and become troglodytes in the flesh again. Ain't gonna be no more suits and ties, wearing the finest linens, right? Eating wagyu fucking raw ass steaks, you know? Nah. And they into that.
Get off on that.
They eat blue rare.
Yeah,
Blue rare steaks, man.
like 30 seconds on each side.
Should be speaking these.
Go ahead.
Bro, read
It
read
says,
that,
how
bro.
art thou cut
Let me
down
see.
to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?
That's right. You weaken the nations by way of what? Power, okay? By way of propaganda, by way of
Policy.
lies, all right?
Deceased.
All of the above, okay? You've lied your way and tricked your way into power, man. And to maintain power, should I say. The Lord gave you the power, but you continue to going through lies, all right? And deceit, all right? And doctrine. Let me not forget that. Go ahead.
It says, 13, it says, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God.
That's right. And ultimately, these devils, right, going into low orbit space, right? Setting up space stations, okay, satellites, different kind weapons, right? But it also can mean, hey, they're trying to set up themselves over the Israelites, man, the elect. You see? Go ahead.
And it says, I will sit upon, I will also, I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north.
Where the North at, man? North America, man. Go ahead.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
Ultimately, that's their main goal, man. That's why you see these surveillance systems being set up, right? They want to know everything. Where do you go? What do you think, right? How much you're spending. That's where you get the RFID microchip, the brain implant. Okay, all of these things are to make themselves like the Most High, being what? All knowing. They want to know everything. They want to be in control. But that shows you how distorted the mind of an Edomite is, man. You're trying to assert the power of a creator that created you. You see? But you can't see that you're being manipulated. You can't see that because you're so lost in your pride. Go ahead.
It says, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell,
Yep.
to the sides of the pit.
Khan. You devils are basically gonna be brought down, man, and not to the Christian hell that's deep within the core of the earth, where the red devils sit in a throne. No, that word hell goes in a Sheol, man, a pit, a low estate. You see?
Or the grave.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
That's all the grave is a pit.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms?
Read the last one. 17.
That made the world as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners.
Right, and this is going into when we're in the kingdom, okay, and our children are gonna see the farm, because we gonna farm you devils, all right? You're not gonna have free reign to do what you please and do as you want, man. Because they don't like the procreate. We're gonna have to farm you like cattle, man. We're gonna have to make you procreate because we're gonna need able bodies to do our bidding, man. Okay? But when our children see you, they're gonna be like, is this the man? Is this really him? When the other nations see you, they're like, is this the man? Is this the one? Huh?
And 14.
Yeah, this is 14. Is this the one that set off, Fat Man and Little Boy? Is this the one that shot off ICBM nuclear missiles? Right?
Reign terror on the earth.
That's right, huh?
That
For close
boogeyman.
to 500 years,
Yeah.
you know? Well,
That's why it's gonna be so unbelievable, bro. Because
Right.
of how low they gonna be under us. they ain't even gonna believe. Like
Yeah.
when we tell them like they was over us, like they ain't gonna believe that. That's gonna be a hard thing.
That's gonna be a joke in the
See,
kingdom.
what Jake got to understand is this, man. The Lord, Yahushua, is coming back to restore righteous order to the earth. Okay? That means everybody being put in their places. Okay? Scriptures tell you that Esau Edom is the basis of all men. So it's fitting that he's gonna be at the lowest, right, and unrecognizable. Okay? Which it should go without being said, Israel gonna be at the top, and wherever the other nations fall at, that's just where they fall at, man. Cause to hell with them too. They gonna serve us for 1,000 years, then they gonna go back to their country and send us, tribute. All right. But
I was
you
gonna,
say something?
I was gonna say, when you think about some of the Edomites, they have certain ones that's swole, right? They're big, they're frolic. They can kind of remind you of Jake. But we not even talking about these people. We talking about the weak, frail. Ain't none of them, can match up to us now. So when we see them in the kingdom, when we're within our power, we're gonna be like, out of all of them, these are the ones. Out of all of them, that's crazy.
See,
You know.
Yeah, and that's very hard to think about, man. 'Cause it's like to see all this happen, to see all that spiral, just to see that one man,
Yeah.
in the basis one, it's crazy. You know.
Basically weighing 100 pounds or something. Want me to read this next verse, 18?
Oh, you could.
It says, verse 18, it says, all the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, everyone in his own house. And just like the brother was saying, man, look, the Lord is coming back to do what? He's basically coming back to take down these heathen, man. And Esau is a base man, the lowest of the low. He's a fucking scumbag, man. Nobody likes him. He don't like women. You know what I'm saying? That's why they have a negative birth rate, like he was mentioning earlier. And that's crazy you mentioned it because I was actually thinking about that earlier.
Right.
I was like, damn. I'm like, this man is in power. He's got all the luxury. He's got all the money, the position of power, all the things that women like. But he's not seeking women because he don't like them.
Well,
No desire.
you
No
know,
desire. Right.
the brother brought it out last night. His vine is of the vine of Sodom.
Right.
All right. If he can't be, around dogs, what make you think he won't, be around women, man?
Right.
Hey, in the kingdom of heaven, man, these other nations are gonna be bringing their daughters, their, nieces, right, to men of the Lord, right? Because we're gonna rule in righteousness, and it's gonna be actually a good thing, right? And they're gonna know that is, and they're in good hands, so to say. This is the best thing that we should do, Right now, man, you send your daughter from one of these other nations here to America, to be with one of these, let's say a Bezos or, a Gates or whatever the case may be, man, you don't know what the hell. She might not never come back. Not saying we ain't gonna do, how we please according to righteousness with these women, but
they gonna do it to wickedness, though.
right, we ain't gonna that for damn sure it ain't gonna be the wickedness, man. But that was it in
Yeah,
that.
that was it.
Con, go ahead and get that from me, Ezekiel 28:1.
This the book of Ezekiel, chapter 28, starting from the top. It says, the word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus.
Yeah, of Tyrus, which that could be used for Esau Edom, man. All right, go ahead.
Gone. Said, thus said the Lord God, because thine heart is lifted up,
Mm-hmm.
and thou hast said, I am a God, I sit in the seat of God,
Right.
in the midst of the seas. Yet thou art a man, and not God, though thou set thine heart as the heart of God.
That's right, man. Okay. Esau Edom, through his pride, he has set himself in a position to think that he actually is a god, man. He thinks he can replace the power of the heavens and the earth, man. Okay? But the Lord he got a rude awakening for this devil, man. He's gonna show him that you're nothing but a mere weapon of correction. That's all you were. I just needed to use you to correct my people. And that was it. You literally nothing. You're not even a pawn. You more or less like the board. You know, you just being played on, man.
He's just throwing you around.
They just
That's it, man.
He's just throwing you
He
around.
said a man a fucking
He
board,
just
brother.
the board, man.
Oh,
Because
that's
what
crazy.
significance does the board have? It does have significance,
It
but
do.
that's to play the game.
Just play the game.
That's it. That's it, man. Go ahead.
Well, verse 3,
Verse 3,
it
yeah.
says, Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
There is no secret that they can hide from thee.
Scriptures tell you, in the book of Proverbs, that what? Hey, this devil, not in Proverbs, that's Psalms. All right, his heart is deep. All right. Hey, this devil, he gets intricate with things, man. He's all about analytics, data, right?
Get it.
Yeah, kind of. When do y'all get it? That's Psalms
64.
64. Yup.
Get that. Yeah. They go right hand in hand with that.
But it says that he's wiser than Daniel. Okay, and what, man? Daniel broke down the kingdoms that ruled, man, from beginning to end. And that's another point that I wanted to make too, man. All right. When I was watching that video from Elder Michael Allen out there in California. All right. His YouTube handle is Inspiration of the Almighty, right? And I didn't get to watch it, but I'm gonna watch it after camp. But he was going into who's gonna win World War III, and the answer is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. Yahweh Shai is coming to collect all the crowns, which we gonna get that. That's in the book of Daniel, right? Yeah, one in Revelations as well. But nevertheless, it didn't say any other nation after the nation of Edom, man. Right? After the Roman Empire, the revised Roman Empire. Right? It said, which we started out with, that second Ezra 6, man. It's Jacob. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. You see? But you want to make a point?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And clearly in the scriptures, when Jacob does come into power, it's no ending to it. Okay? It clearly says that we will have the kingdom forever and ever.
Right.
So it's no
and
end
even
to,
forever.
yeah,
Right,
it's
right,
no
right
end to
now.
our kingdom,
Right
man.
now.
But you got it.
All right. Keep reading.
Verse 4. And this Ezekiel.
Oh, you got that Psalms? I got the Psalms. Bring that out. Bring that out.
This is Psalm 64 and verse 6. It says, They search out iniquities,
Uh-huh.
they accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep.
Yeah, it says that they accomplish a diligent search. Just like we accomplish a diligent search of the scriptures, information, history, okay, politics, and you see the production when we accomplish that diligent search, which is comprised of this truth. This truth is comprised of the diligent search. I had it backwards, but nevertheless, in wickedness, this devil has done a diligent search and accomplished it, man. He sought out the information of angels as pertaining to what? Wickedness. Okay, going into what? The Lord say he created the smith to blow the coals, right? Going into the intricate nature of ICBM nuclear missiles. The brothers mentioned nuclear fission, right? Nuclear fusion, the splitting of the atom. This is heavenly knowledge, man. And this devil has even though he was given the inspiration to do it, he's accomplished that. You see how to enslave peoples, nations. Okay, hey man, this we talking about the real devil that the Bible speaks of. There's nobody else that can accomplish these things. It can't. The devil can't be nobody but Esau, Edom, man. You were about to say something? Go ahead. We could keep going. Verse 4.
Verse 4. This Ezekiel 28 and 4. It says, With thy wisdom and with thine understanding thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten gold and silver in thy treasures.
Yeah, and that's basically, what I just explained, man. All right, he's gotten the fatness of the earth by way of what? The understanding of the wickedness, okay, that he have. Real quick. Go ahead.
This is Sirach 10 and 8. It says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit,
the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
That's what
You know, pretty much backing up what he's saying. You know, all the things that of this world, that's riches. You know what I'm saying? Like the beauties and all that, the land. You know, this devil got it by
Deceit.
deceit. You know, by deceit and by the sword. So for all that dealings, it got to be translated. He can't stay in power. He can't, because he all doing that by righteousness. Yeah. Hey, the Lord gave this devil an inch, and he he didn't even take 1 mile to the voyage.
He took the earth.
He took the earth,
Yeah,
man,
and still trying to go.
and still trying to go. Because remember, he a vagabond. Vagabonds keep running, man.
And it just said in what the Habakkuk 2 that he can't be satisfied. So he like you said, he didn't got this far and still trying to get more, man.
See,
Come
the
on.
thing about lies, right? When you catch a person lying, they gonna either keep lying or they gonna lash out. Right? And that's what this devil he's getting backed into a corner, and obviously the covering cast has been removed over the earth, right? Over the Israelites. So he can't keep lying. The prophets are here to say, hey, these are the facts and you're lying. So now he's gonna result to what? To the sword, man. Okay? The deception is no longer working. Let's keep going in that. Verse 6.
Verse 5.
Verse 6.
Verse 6.
No, slack it, bro. You right.
Yeah. Ezekiel 28 and 5. It says, by thine great wisdom and by thine traffic
I seen him come
has
down.
thou increased thy
Put the
riches,
window down.
and thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches.
That's right, man. That's all this devil does is traffic, man. Import, export. All right. Hey, even trafficking peoples, man. Okay, who did he traffic first? You so-called Negroes, man. The transatlantic slave trade, which was basically the stock or the support that this devil needed to be in a position that he in right now. That was the base of a lot of his funding, man.
Yeah.
Okay,
That was his biggest hit.
that's his bread and butter. That's what we like to say in the construction world.
Yeah.
That was his bread and butter. You see? But yeah, it says by great wisdom and by thy traffic thou hast increased thy riches, and thy heart is lifted up because of thy riches. So they got to a point, they got so swelled up with riches, they got to a point where pride just overtook them, man. You see? Now they had the money to fuel the pride. All right, and turn into what you see today, the Donald Trumps, man. All right, guys like that who operate out of pride and use money as a tool, okay, a tool of wickedness. You see, they're not doing nothing righteous with their money. If they do, it has a guise behind it. It's you know, disguised by something. All right, go ahead. And I'm gonna say this too, because a lot of these man, y'all remember the global warming when we was coming up? They were saying the ice caps are melting, the earth gonna flood, and they put out a lot of propaganda to fuel that. But when you went behind the scenes, they just was stealing the money, man. These different non-profit organizations help the earth go green, right? They just found a way to basically launder money. That's all that was about, man. You know, and I just use that because one would say, oh, but the white man did do this. He did do this good thing. But it was something behind it. It was an alternative motive, man. Go ahead.
Verse 6, it says, therefore, thus said the Lord God, because thou hast set thine heart as the heart of God.
Right.
Behold,
They're mine. You try to put you trying to think like the Most High, man. You see? Go ahead.
It says, behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of the wisdom of thy wisdom, and they shall defile thy brightness.
That's right. So all the illuminating, right? I'm gonna say this: the false illuminating that this devil has done. Okay. Hey, these other nations, predominantly what? Iran, Russia, China. Okay. Korea. All of these other, and there's plenty more. But they gonna what? they're gonna take that away from you, man. They basically shitting on you, you know, in Jake terminology. Go ahead.
Verse 8, it says, they shall bring thee down to the pit,
We already know what that pit is. Okay, a lower state. All right, go ahead.
and thou shalt die the deaths of them that are slain in the midst of the seas.
Come. Let me see. Yeah, get 9. That's
Verse
the point.
9, it says, wilt thou yet say before him that slayed thee, I am God? Question mark. But thou shalt be a man and no God in the hand of him that slayed thee.
That's right. You are just nothing but a mere mortal, man. Really the basis of men. You're nobody, man. That's what the Lord gonna use these other nations to rip off, all right, that glorious armor that you've been arming yourself with for all these years, and just show your bare bones. Okay? You've armed yourself, all right, with doctrines, philosophies, weapons of mass destruction. Okay? Lies. And the Lord is using first and foremost the prophets to pull down the strongholds. You see? But now the Lord gonna physically start doing it with these other nations. Okay? To show you not that strong, man. It's like the movies when there was a bully and the one kid just finally punched the bully in the nose and he saw his own blood and he was like, oh, he the other people like, oh, he hit Ricky. You know, they no longer scared of him, man. And that's what's gonna happen, but only this time there's no sweet ending to the story. You're gonna be obliterated, and then you're gonna go into slavery. You see? You wanna say something?
I wanted to say with the whole bullet concept, they always take that one person
That's
to
right.
stand up to have everybody else to look at him differently. Now that happened, you know, we seeing that today.
But you
Yeah, because that's why the saying that saying goes, I bully the bullies. Cause it's always that guy that comes in, you know, you got big bad motherfucker, nobody won't touch him,
Yeah.
you know. But then you got this one dude that come in like, yeah, I bully the bullies. What's up? You know? And that's what we see in Russia, China, you know, Iran. They coming into that like it says in Joel, let the weak say I'm strong. They coming into that mindset, man, we about to bully the bully, man. You know?
Russia coming in with that old Soviet Union spirit.
Absolutely.
Right.
Don't play no games. Right? You go back and watch some of the film, some videos of them, you know, the spirit that was in back then, they was killing shit.
Hey, but look at their leader.
Yeah.
This motherfucker ride in the dead of winter
Yes.
with his shirt off.
Yes,
On a horse.
On a
On
horse.
a horse.
On the hood.
You know?
He gotta be a Jake.
Hey, but hey, cause when I was younger,
Nah, man. Who be doing some wild ass shit?
but when I was younger and I seen that, you know what I said, I always thought Russia was like one of the strongest nations because how strong and how their statues was. You know what I'm saying? They look like they never played around. Everybody over there was willing to fight for something. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was weak. You know, everybody felt was strong over there.
Gone now. In which, hey, a lot of them people are strong over there, man. They fucking women. Yes. They like little pit bulls. You know?
Oh, no, I like that.
Hey, they whole
gonna
aesthetic
find out in the
is just, you know, strength.
Strength.
But we gonna get some of y'all precepts and, you know, whatever y'all got coming out. I'm gonna start on this side. Anything?
You want me to get that
What I had you hold?
Daniel 7 and 18?
That's the one we was
The
looking at.
saints of the Most High take over the
Get the
You could jump up and then get it.
yeah,
Oh, no,
just
he was getting the translator. I mean, we should take the kingdom that off a point from earlier.
yeah, we gonna hold that. We gonna hold that. Just hold that. Cause that's gonna go with all this. You wanna bring something out, Banyan?
Yeah, I got you.
Go ahead.
This is kind of what you quoted. You said it was in the Danes as well, but I'm grabbing the one in Revelations. About
Yeah,
the, many
that's good.
comes.
That's good.
This is Revelations 19 and I'm gonna start at 12. It says Revelations 19 and 12. It says his eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head
Hey,
were
start at 11. Salakia, bro.
This is Revelations 19 and 11. It says, and I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse.
That white horse is going into purity, man. That fathership that Yahweh Shah gonna return on. Okay, it's 8. That's basically what that's describing. Go ahead.
It says, and I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse,
Mm-hmm.
and he that sat upon him was called faithful and true, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war.
Keep going.
His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself.
That's right. You know, and ultimately, man, this is a description of how Yahushua is gonna come back and take over this kingdom, man. Right? How you gonna come clean up this mess? Right? His arrival. Right? His arrival gonna be majestic, man, and powerful and glorious. You see? You got. Oh, you talking about? Keep going.
Yeah. And that entry is gonna be talked about forever.
That's right.
You want to talk about history? Like that's gonna be. Come on, man.
Cause that go hand in hand with what? The deliverance of the elect, man. That's hand in hand with that.
They're roughly paraphrasing, was it the Isaiah to Jeremiah that no more about the salvation coming out of the land? I mean,
Yeah,
out of
yeah.
Egypt, but,
Jeremiah 16.
Jeremiah.
But this is Revelation 19 and 13.
Damn.
It says, and he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood.
Start
And
at 12.
We
bro.
read
We
all
read
that.
all that.
coming down, brother.
Revelation 19 and 13. It says, and he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name was called the Word of God.
Hey, because you know, ultimately Yahushua is like it, bro. Which you could probably get that Isaiah 63 since we're going into it. But you know, pretty much, hey, Yahushua coming to get busy. He not coming to just you know, just sit by and watch shit unfold. Nah, he gonna actually come down and get his hands dirty, man. His vesture, his garment, all right, it's gonna look like it's stained with blood, man. Okay, he gonna be a bloody man. You see? Go ahead.
It says, and the armies which were in the heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean.
That's talking about the angels, man, in these chariots. Okay, it's gonna be man, this shit gonna happen in braille, man, in real time. You see? It's gonna be like a movie never seen before, man. It's gonna be like Independence Day in real life. Okay? Jake, you know, we watched that movie and it's so while we in the truth watching that movie, it give you goosebumps because that's the very thing in which we preach about, but our eyes have never seen that in real life. Okay? Hey, Jake gonna be able to feel the fucking chariots, you know, coming and zapping shit. You know,
before you even come.
that's right, man. The heavens gonna shake when Yahushua get here, man. When he breaking the atmosphere, shit gonna be going on. You know? Go ahead.
I want to add to you too. You mentioned, you know, a time like nobody never really seen these things before. You got to think to the aspect that most men never even seen somebody get shot, never seen a building, any type of explosion or any type of thing. And we talking about massive destruction going all in front of us.
Catastrophic.
Bro,
Not broken
Bro.
bones. Yeah, you got it, brother.
bro, imagine somebody seeing Yahushua like just what he said is a sharp threshing instrument.
Yeah.
That Revelation 14, and it was time for the angel to reap
Oh,
because the
with
sickle, the harvest was
Yeah,
ripe.
yeah.
But imagine somebody like looking at Yahushua like jump off the chariot and just like come, boom, like come down like and see him split somebody open, brother, like all the way down the middle though.
They said that in
It's a heart attack.
Hey, man,
Yes.
the scriptures tell you
Man's heart is gonna fail him for fifth. You talking about they gonna have people in the middle of fighting, tanks, Humvees, machinery, drones, bombs dropping, and you just gonna see Jake just jump off the chariot and boom, coming down with pressure.
Brother, you in a shootout with somebody,
Yeah.
and you peripheral, you see somebody jumping off a building.
But it's not like a regular man. You see like a whole like an angelic giant, like a mighty man.
Yes, brother.
That's what like Apostle Boss say, brother. I take this to heart what he said is. You gotta visualize the scriptures, brother. Like this not just a fairy tale. No, you gotta see it. You gotta see it.
Just
Go
think
ahead.
about World War Hulk. And you understand what these brothers are
Hey,
talking
he
about.
too.
And that's
He was an Incredible Hulk with a sword And he came in and he knocked out the Avengers, the X-Men, and the Illuminati
Yeah.
by himself.
Well, that's what the illusion of Thanos was. Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Come and take the what? The power. All right, the kings of the earth come and taking away they thrones, man. You know, and he did it, and it was what? At the snap of a finger. You know, that angelic force. Go ahead.
I wanted to say what that was, like Project
Looking Glass.
Project Looking Glass, you know, with them trying to look for every, little, chink in the hole of changing history, they couldn't. And like the movie, what it was, the Endgame, the Avengers, what it was, Doctor Strange. He was going through timeline looking his hardest, and they said, look, man, this is it. We gotta go. We gotta play this out. And just thinking about that, man, it's deep because you ruling wicked for your whole life, and you trying to find something. You went through every timeline, every paradox or whatever you was to look for it, and you can't find it. You just gotta accept it.
Yeah.
That's something very hard to swallow. And it's like, I know in that time of them doing that, the only thing they could do is like cry, like for that whole, I don't know how long they were crying for, and be weak. They didn't even move from that spot because it's just that deep.
Yeah, it's gonna get real biblical, man.
Absolutely.
It's gonna get real biblical, real soon though. You know.
This is Revelation 19 and 15. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword.
Hey, you right here. Get on. Second Ezra, the 13th
This is
chapter.
Revelation 19 and 15. It says, and out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of Almighty God.
Yeah, and he's going in. He's basically coming in the spirit of Yahweh, man, with the anger, with the ferocity, all right, of Yahweh. You see, it says the wrath of the Almighty. You see, he coming in that same spirit, man. All right, but nevertheless, it says, and out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword. The average dumbass American would think an actual sword coming out his fucking mouth. Like some Orochimaru shit. Nah, serious shit. They would actually think a sword coming out his mouth. But that's talking about the lasers, man. Those concentrated lasers that's shooting it's like those lasers that's shooting concentrated heat. Alright? Which we gonna grab at. First, get this. No, when he get to the part, get that. Yeah, and then we gonna get that because that's gonna walk us into it.
This is Revelation 1 and verse 7, and it says, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they which pierced him, and all kindred of the earth shall well because of him. Even so, amen.
That's right. It says he coming with clouds, right? That's the like it said in Revelation the 19th chapter. That's the angels, okay? The angels are gonna be coming arranged, like you say, in a array, because it's just array just means spread out, right?
formation.
In a formation, okay?
Squadron.
In a squadron. Somebody get that word in the online etymology, man. They got heat in there,
Yes, indeed.
you know. But nevertheless, it says every eye shall see him. So when you think about every eye seeing Yahweh Shai, man, man, we're talking about a fathership that's so massive that everybody can see him wherever they at in the world, man.
Bro, you
got
What
go, brother.
Nah, speak of peace.
No, go ahead, cause you gotta
Hey,
fucking see it, man.
Kana,
You gotta
remember
see
we went
it.
into that lesson a while back, or like a couple years ago. You know, Jake read these accounts, these different acts, and they're just reading words on a page.
Verbatim, just like reading.
You gotta put yourself at that final Passover that Yahweh Shai held, man. Okay, you gotta put yourself when they was crucifying Yahweh Shai.
You gotta Salaki, bro.
Yeah, you gotta
Salaki.
actually.
You gotta walk the scriptures.
That's right, man. You gotta put yourself there, and not as you're a so-called Negro there, and it's just white people. No, you have to envision things on how we know it. Right? We understand that these people, right, that we're talking about are so-called black people, right? They're Israelites of color, right? They're not whitewashed like this devil has portrayed them to be. And even that in itself brings a whole nother sense of the scriptures. You see, thinking about David, King Solomon. Put yourself in King Solomon's palace, right? When what her name is,
Queen of
Queen of
Sheba.
Sheba. Like put yourself in, and I'm using just random
Thoughts, yeah.
accounts, but
Mhm.
how much more the destruction of Babylon? Put yourself in the shoes of those elect men. Go and grab these devils out the fucking bunkers, right? It's just giving you it's giving you more context and more meat, man. You know that vision. You want to say something?
Yeah, I want to say like because you made that was a good point, bro. We gotta read the book like a pop-up book. I
Yeah.
remember when I was little.
That's a good.
When I was little, you
Okay.
had them books like when you would turn a page,
They too deep.
they 2D. So everything is actually coming out of the page. The images are actually coming out, like what
Right.
animals, whatever it is. But that's how we gotta read the Bible, man. Because all these things are true.
Mhm.
So we gotta actually live it and believe it and be able to see it.
Got it.
Con,
I got the word squadron.
con. Go ahead.
This is squadron in all our etymology. It says body of soldiers drawn up in a square, augmentive of a battalion.
Yeah, the Lord coming back with a battalion, man.
Yeah.
All right, and whatever shape the Lord coming with it. All right, but nevertheless, yeah, I'll take them. Jake mouth dry as a mother.
I got a little bit more.
Go ahead.
It says especially as a division of a cavalry regiment, a division of a fleet, and it says an Air Force operational unit.
It says a cavalry regiment.
Cavalry.
What Jake said when they in trouble? Man, call the cavalry.
Bring in the cavalry.
Bring in the cavalry. The police, they getting shot at. Bring in the cavalry, which means that's everybody, brother. So that mean a lot. And come on, brother,
Hey,
stop playing.
The scriptures tell you,
I got goosebumps
man,
thinking
it's the
about
one
that
that it's
shit,
the one
man.
that Kaya love, and it tell you, he gonna empty out his magazines.
Yes.
Like upon the earth.
Yeah, Jeremiah 50 and 25, man.
His armory, and it go into his magazine.
Because you know when you fill with so much range, if you have a clip or whatever magazine that you have, you gonna empty it out. You gonna think you want to be overkill with it because that's how much hatred you have for it. You gotta take what you gonna get, and then you gotta take more.
Yeah.
Hey, the Lord gonna do that with the ICBM nuclear missiles and the him sending his son, man, and the elect getting those spiritual powers. Hey, when we read that Romans 9 and 11, hey, the Lord, this the type of power. You know, I'm trying to paint the picture. 9 and 17, whichever one it is. Yeah, I know what 9 and 11 is.
Oh, my bad.
No, I know which one that is, but you're right, 9 and 17. But I'm trying to paint that picture, okay, so Jay can understand, like, hey, the Lord, in which it's gonna blow away my description. This is just how I describe, all right? And you know, this is what my belief in the scriptures have painted in my mind. You see, the Lord allowed me to see this, but nevertheless, all right, Jay gotta envision these things, man. Hey, the Lord about to show us His power, okay? What that is?
Jeremiah.
What is it?
What,
Yeah, bring that out.
This Jeremiah 50 and 25. It says, the Lord had opened his armory and had brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord God of hosts and the land of the Chaldeans.
And get that word armory. You know? I like how the brother, he described, you know, this particular precept. He says it's gonna be like the Lord just empty the heavens, man. You know, hey, everybody just go cause havoc, man.
The whole host of heaven. Like when they say the Lord of hosts, the Lord of heaven's armies, he about to empty the whole heavens, the army in the heavens, he about to just empty it. Bro, if I could read this, Jeremiah 50 and 25 in NLT, it says the Lord has opened his armory and brought out weapons to vent his fury. The terror that falls upon the Babylonians will be the work of the sovereign Lord of heaven's armies. Hey, it said the Lord about to bring out the weapons to vent his fury.
Yeah, he about to vent his fury.
When you vent, what you do? You releasing the anger. Come on, man. Jake think this shit a game, though. Jake think this shit a game. Because these same weapons that the Lord is about to open up and use, he gonna use on 2/3 our people too.
Hey, these ain't carnal weapons. We talking about spiritual weapons, man. All right, and angels,
Angelic
right?
weapons.
Divine.
You got that for me?
Yes, I'm looking for it.
Put in, type in newly created.
But
It's
you
gonna
can
pop
only
up.
imagine what an angelic
Divine weapon.
could do, man. Like, living in America, we see all this weaponry that they got. It gets old, but once you see some divine, some angelic type shit, man, you gonna feel like, man, what the
Hey,
hell?
The scripture say one angel destroyed the whole earth.
Yeah.
Con.
So how much more heavily armed? Come on, man, overkill.
But even Esau on the left hand side, shit that he hasn't even brought out yet.
Right.
You know, he got the do.
Yeah.
You know, he got
Rail guns,
all kind of shit that he ain't even bring out
heart
yet.
attack guns.
You know?
Yeah,
You know.
Man.
And these are things that we know about. These are not it just say magazine. What it said?
I'm gonna, it's the word armory on in a blue letter. It's H214.
Yep, that's it.
It says magazines of weapons of God's armory.
No, you gotta get one and then jump down
Con.
to C and read them from C and down.
Okay. It says
Yeah.
treasure, storehouse.
Con.
It says treasure house, treasury. Treasure house, storehouse, magazine, treasury, magazine of weapons of God's armory.
That's right.
Storehouses of God for rain, snow, hail, wind, sea.
Hey, because it tell you in Sirach, the 39th chapter, all right, there'll be spirits created for vengeance, man. And it goes into the elements, right? Different natural disasters. Man, you're going to have all kind of shit going
Brother,
on.
a time like never before.
That's right. That's
Like-
Daniel's 12 and 1. Con.
Hey, bro, you can only imagine like everything that's gonna be going on.
You found that?
Hey, last point, brother. You got
Good.
because Jay got about it. You be thinking on carnal level of weapons. All right, yeah. Let's say the Lord do use the chariots, you know, the blast of fire. But in the midst of that, he got a hailstorm over there. He got tornadoes, hurricanes, earthquakes. Come on, brother. Tsunamis.
Yes.
What we doing? Like a chariot could come across the water so fast, and it could be so powerful, and he could just bring a heap of water over a whole city. Easy. Like Jake don't think about all like the different scenarios of things or how it's gonna be. That's why we truly gonna need Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and even to have a chances of surviving these things, man. You know, but you got it.
Go ahead, bring that out. Because Jake don't even know about this. Go ahead.
Is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 11, verse 17. For thou almighty hand that made the world a matter without form, wanted not means to send among them a multitude of bears or fierce lions or unknown wild beasts full of rage, newly created, breathing out of neither a fiery vapor of filthy scents of scattered smoke or shooting horrible sparkles out of their eyes.
Man, we talking about newly created beasts that nobody on the face of the planet Earth has ever seen before. Okay? That goes into that time like no other. Alright? Jake's worst fear is gonna come to fruition. You're gonna have to live that out. You're gonna keep destroyed, man.
Right.
So we talking about envisioning, right? Envision that for me. Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon 11, verse 17 again.
You could do 18.
18. Or an unknown wild beast full of rage, newly created, breathing out of neither a fiery vapor or filthy scent.
It say either a fiery vapor or a filthy scent. So you're talking about flame-breathing animals, creatures, beasts, right? It says either a fiery flame or filthy scents and scattered smoke. You talking about some Pokemon type shit, man? Serious, like being serious. It says, or shooting horrible sparks out of their eyes, man. Eye lasers. You see?
Can we verse 19?
Go ahead.
Say, well, not only the harm might dispatch them at once, but also the terrible sight utterly destroyed them. Just basically just by looking at them. Like He ain't gotta use the animals to kill him. He could just look at him and then catch a heart attack, man.
Man, think about Leviathan.
Bro, I'm home. You know
Bro,
I'm
yeah.
here. Stop playing. Hey, no, but I wanted to say, it's funny you brought that up, because this morning, I seen a message from that brother Azaria. He had put in, he sent me and you this, it was like I don't know if you saw it, it was like a lizard or some shit.
I seen that.
And he let out like a small burst of fire
out
of his mouth.
AI.
But you know,
the
looking
idea
at
of
vision,
that.
yeah, these things it's gonna come into fruition.
I wanted to say right quick. I think it's like 60% of the Amazon not even explored. You got mountains in like
It's
Appalachia.
over 75.
Yeah.
Hey, and that's a lie.
Man, they lying.
That's a lie.
Edom
can't-
don't know.
Bro, you can't put a. You
They
can't say
don't.
this much
Yeah.
is undiscovered when you never discovered
The whole thing.
You don't know how much ain't discovered if you never. Come on, bro. He
Yep.
lying.
He fucking lying about everything. That, and when it comes down to the sea, you only can reach so much of a depth
You can't go.
to where the submarine will crush and cave in on itself.
Yeah, from the pressure.
You gotta remember that was a covenant that the Lord made with Esau too. Though,
Mhm.
if you could reach the bottom of the sea or discover what the curtains of the heavens,
Yeah.
and that's why he's always into trying to go to space. He's trying to and man, the Lord made a deal with this devil and so one-sided that he can't complete.
Curtains of the heavens, bro.
He can't even break out of the firmament.
He's trying to this devil be using these different telescopes that's 1,000 times and saying he could see shit. So bro, he be lying.
He be lying,
He
brother.
going right there. He be going right there in the desert, shoot some shit.
Yeah.
Take that shit back.
They ain't
Oh,
even
yeah.
make it to the.
Oh
to the
yes.
moon, bro.
I ain't never
make
seen
it to the
that.
moon. Hey,
Real
but
quick.
Oh,
He got that in the GNT. I just want to hear what this say.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
it's Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 11, I'm start verse 17, GNT. And it says, your almighty power, Lord, created the world out of material that have no form at all.
Right. Started from scratch.
Mhm.
All right. Not even the elements were here.
Yeah.
You see? Go ahead.
You could easily have punished those people by sending invasions of bears or savage lions. So in the sense, yeah, the Lord, he could just easily, use like a regular animal, man, like
Right.
lions, bears. You want to say something?
I wanted to say with the Lord just creating things, just out of anything. They had this anime called Full Metal Alchemist, and it says in order to make something, you need something. You can't just make something from nothing. But the Lord could do that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And it's just
It's
crazy.
easy.
That's the power that the Lord has. And he could do that at will. Go ahead.
It said you could have created a new and terrible animals that could breathe fire and roaring and send out clouds of smoke and shoot out fearful sparks from their eyes. You could have made animals like these that would not have to attack those people to kill them, but could scare them to death just
Damn.
by looking at them.
That's heavy, bro.
Hey, but the Lord is all love, right? That's what these people think. Okay? The Lord about to show you how you get down, man. How you deal with those that have been blessed with the honor of having his vengeance, okay, bestowed upon them. All right?
Yeah, basically, Lord, he's not holding back no more.
Yeah.
He's not holding up. He's letting everything loose.
That's right, Doc. Go ahead.
I was looking for
The particular part.
yeah.
Oh, I know where that.
They got one that says he played with the ships.
That's on 104. That's on.
Yep.
Nah. He talking about
Yeah, that one too. Yeah. That one too.
It's in June. Salakia.
It's in Job though. They got one in Job. You can read that too. That's
You
good.
talking about he playing with the ships? That song's
Yeah,
104.
that
They
one.
got some.
But they got more. They got more. I was in Job 41.
Yeah, go to. You can start at You had a particular point you wanted to reach, or that was it?
No, it was just just Leviathan. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna
Really,
see-
that
I'm gonna see
whole
where you-
like the whole.
It's the whole thing is describing
Yeah.
Leviathan, man. All right. It tell you
They got one that talk about his size and shit too though. That I'm
Right.
looking for, but I ain't see it in 41.
It said,
Bring that Psalms out right fast.
Yeah,
while
bring
I'm
that
looking for that.
God, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 104.
Hey,
And I'm verse 25.
It says, so is this great and wide sea wherein are things creeping innumerable, both small and great beasts. There go the ships. There is that Leviathan whom thou hast made to play therein.
Keep going.
Man,
Slide that. Hold on, I gotta, cause I had it on my notes, but cause I had the, but I'm gonna get it in. All right, this is Psalms 104, and it's verse 27. These wait all upon thee, that thou mayest give them their meat in due season.
That's it. That's the point.
Yeah.
But
Go ahead. You
Yeah.
could
read that 26.
you could get it.
Wanna read again? This is the book of Psalms 104, verse 26 again, and it reads, there go the ships, there's that Leviathan whom thou hast made to play therein.
Man, imagine bro, do you know if you next to a ship how big an actual ship is? Like, bro, they're huge. Like, they huge. So imagine a beast that's big enough for the
play with
for to play with it. That's like you sitting in your tub playing with toys, brother.
But see, that's where a lot of these directors, right, and guys that make these different animes and stories, they get it straight from the scriptures.
X-Men.
Because what do they get that? They get the one of my favorites growing up was Godzilla, man.
Yes.
All right, they basically put Godzilla. They pulled Godzilla straight from the scriptures.
What was
Behemoth.
his name?
Behemoth.
It was a
Behemoth
kaiju,
too.
but it was like Kings of I think Kings of
King Ghidorah.
yeah, Kings of the Kaiju or whatever.
It's Kaiju, yeah. The big
Oh, that's
monsters
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But look, start at read verse 10.
This is Job 40 and 10, and it says, "Deck thyself now."
To 41.
Oh, 41.
Yeah.
This right here. This is Job 41 and 10. It says, "None is so fierce that dare stir him up, Who then is able to stand before me?"
Now jump down to verse
18,
15.
15. It says, "His scales or his pride shut up together as one closed seal with a closed seal. One is so near to another that no ray can come between them. They are
Air. See air.
Now he got the older one, but that's the same. It's the same thing.
Yeah. They are joined one to another. They stick together that they cannot be sun-dried,
Sundered.
sundered."
So basically, it's going into the scales of Leviathan, man. Right? He can't be pierced. He can't be hurt, which is gonna say that
Say that in the
down
first-
at the bottom.
first-
Go ahead. I'm gonna get this part. Verse 18.
It says, by his nesting a light doeth shine, and his eyes are like the eyelids of the morning. Out of his mouth go burning lamp, and sparks of fire leap out.
Yeah, it's telling you he breathed fire, man. Okay, go ahead. Really? Yeah, go ahead.
It says, out of his nostrils goes smoke as out of seething pot or cauldron. His breath kindleth coals, and the flame goeth out of his mouth.
Jump down to verse 25 and read down.
25.
And that's how we're gonna get in that. And we're gonna get the rest of them precepts. Go ahead.
This is Job 41 and 25, and it says, when he raises up himself, the mighty are afraid. By reason of breaking, they purify themselves. The sword of him that layeth at him cannot hold. The spear, the dart, nor the habergeon. He esteemed iron as straw, and brass as a rotten wood.
That's right, man. Okay? It's telling you Leviathan is seen, what it say? Iron as straw. Straw is like this, man. He esteem it as fucking straw.
One of the strongest metals, bro.
And they use iron a lot because it's good for fighting, man. You know, there's a lot of iron weapons. Okay? It says, and brass as rotten wood. It says, the arrow cannot make him flee. Slinging stones are turned with him into stubble. Darts are counted as stubble. He laugheth at the shaking of the spear. So, and that's all we're gonna get on that. But nevertheless, man, all these arrows, bombs, missiles, okay, submarines, warships, Okay, none of these things can injure Leviathan. All right, and we talking about, hey, the Lord already told you he gonna Leviathan gonna meet them in the sea, right? When they try to go under the seas and shit, man. Okay, but this is talking about the Lord here, man. All right, but get that Wisdom of Solomon 18 for me, and we gonna get back on track with that. You ain't bring out that Daniel's 12 yet, right? Good.
Yeah, Wisdom of Solomon 18 and 15.
Oh no.
It says, thine almighty word.
What do you say? Roger.
It says, thy almighty word leap down from heaven out of thy royal throne as a fierce man of war into the.
Let me stop you right there.
Yep.
It says thine almighty word.
Mhm.
Okay, which we read that in Revelations the 19th chapter. Okay, that's talking about Yahushua. That word is Yahushua. See, his name was the word. Okay, John 1 and 1. You see? Go ahead.
It says, as a fierce man of war.
Real quick, one more thing, bro. I'm gonna get you to start at the top again. But it says, thine almighty word leapeth off the throne. You see? What you think? Just some words sitting in the heavens on the throne?
Words.
No, that's talking about a actual being, man. Yahushua. Go ahead, Al.
It says, verse 15 from the top, thine almighty word leap down from heaven.
Yep.
Out of thy throne, out of thy royal throne, as a fierce man of war, into the midst of a land of destruction.
That's right. Get the next one.
And brought thine unfeigned commandment as a sharp sword, and standing up filled all things with death. And
That's
it
right.
touched,
Go ahead.
and it touched the heaven, but it stood upon the earth.
Kind of, not. So that's how much killing Yahushua gonna be doing, man. All right. In that day, you see. Go ahead, bring the Isaiah out.
This is Isaiah 63 and 1, and it says, who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel.
Real quick, Basra was a chief city, all right, in Edom, okay, in the ancient world. Where's the chief city of this devil's kingdom? Here in America, man. You see? But you have to be spiritual to make these connections. That's why we always give double honors to our apostles, man, who did the leg work to make these things plain upon tables for us to run. All right? As we read it, man. You want to make a point?
Yeah, I just want to say it's named a great city in
Con.
the scriptures.
Go ahead.
It said this that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength.
What was the greatness of his strength that we was breaking down earlier? All right, with the chariots, man. All right, that fathership. Keep going now.
It says, I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red in apparel, and thy garment like him that tread in the wine fat.
So what happens when you tread grapes in a wine press, man?
The blood of the grape splatters on you.
That's the objective of treading them in that wine press. All right. If somebody could get a picture of it, like of a wine press, you know, somebody let Kabato, you hold this shit for me. You know, I'm gonna get that brother to get that. But keep going, huh?
It says, I had chosen the wine press alone, and of the people there was none with me.
That's right.
For I would tread them in my anger and trample them in my fury.
Yeah, because there's nobody that's gonna be able to, no other nation can reap that same reward as Yahushua, man. Which I got this brother holding something in Daniels for me. Right, he's gonna collect those crowns on his own. Right, nobody else gonna get a portion of what is to come. Right, the kingdom to come. Okay, go ahead.
And it says, and her blood should be sprinkled upon my garment, and I will stain all my raiment. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeem is come.
Yeah, the year of vengeance is in his heart, man. It's been in his heart. Okay? Since they killed the Lord. All right? It's been in his heart. Because Jay think it's been thousands of years, which it has, but only here on earth. All right? Con. Yeah, that's hype, man.
And show you how they stepped on the greats and the process they went through. But you can imagine as you stepping on that them grapes, you know, it's getting everything you got on is gonna be red.
That's right.
You know.
Uh, verse 5, and it says, and I looked, and there was none to help, and I wondered that there was none to uphold. Therefore, my own arm brought salvation unto me, and my fury, it upheld me.
Hey, Yahweh Shai is going to get that glory, man. Okay? Nobody going to be able to say, I helped him do that. All right? Nobody going to be able to say that. It's all glory will be unto Yahweh Shai, man. Go ahead.
And I would tread down the people in my anger, and make them drunk in my fury, and I would bring down their strength to the earth.
And this is the same, you know, is this the same Jeebus cross that the people say, you know, it's all loving, all right? Hugs, kisses, fucking Kool-Aid and cookies and shit. No, man, he's talking about sprinkling blood upon his garments, trampling people in his anger, in his fury. You see, the Lord not happy with the world right now, man. He's not happy with those that are running it, how they, you know, treated his brethren, you see, oppressed his heritage, and what, polluted his holy image, you see, the whole nine. He's not happy with this, so he's coming out with great wrath. It says, well, go ahead, I'm getting ahead of myself. I think that was pretty much it. Go ahead, bring yours out.
I was just gonna make a point real quick, because you know the Lord's elect is likened unto his little brothers.
Right.
So we in a fight, man. We in a fight for our lives against Esau, Edom. And what does your little brother go do? He said, "I'm gonna go get my big brother." And you know what I'm saying? He gonna come take care of the fight for me. And that's what we liken unto, you know, with Yahweh Shem Al Shai.
And because this devil is not playing fair, he's not a. The skill level is off.
Gap.
You see, it's a big ass gap too. We're defenseless. Without this word, we're defenseless, man. That's right, man. And the Lord did that for a reason, to give Yahweh Shai that glory. All right?
And so that we could trust in him wholeheartedly.
And ultimately to fulfill his nomen. All right? He delivered. Okay? Go ahead with that. Whatever you got out.
This Isaiah 66 and 15. It says, "For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh,
Get that word plead for me.
and the slain of the Lord shall be many."
The slain of the Lord shall be
The
many.
slain of the Lord shall be many. I thought he don't kill. It said the
it's about to
slain of
tell
the
you.
Lord shall be many.
The meat of the matter finna come out when he get that word plead, man. That word is heavy. You know?
You got it? Yeah, I'm getting it right now. I
But
was on it already.
let the people of the earth say what?
Yeah.
Oh, the Lord know my heart. Right? He know my heart. Yeah, he do. And you're gonna be judged accordingly. Go ahead, get that plead.
Yeah, this that word plead is in the online no, I'm gonna say the blue letter, Salakia. The outline of biblical usage, it says to judge, govern, vindicate, punish.
Yeah, to punish, to vindicate, man. All right?
To execute judgment.
That's right. Yeah, it's gonna, like I said, it's finna get real biblical, man. All right? Jake wonder why we go into these words, because one of the things plead means, I think they got more at the bottom, huh?
You got buku.
Go ahead, you get it, huh?
Hey, brother, it say to decide controversy.
Yeah.
The Lord have what? A controversy in Zion, man.
Right,
Enter
man.
into controversy.
Yeah.
Man, it say theophanic advent for final judgment.
Yes. Come on, brother. Keep going, now. Keep going.
Yeah, it says what you want me to start from the top?
Get B.
Get it, Kushan.
Get B1 and C.
It says B, to enter into controversy, plead, have controversy together, to be judged, and C, it says to judge opponent at law.
Right, he judging them at law, man. Like I always like to go into in that second Ezra, okay? Hey, the angels making an inquisition, right? of this devil and how he's ruling and how he treated Israel and things of that nature, and the Lord coming to judge him, man. The Lord coming to be the judge, the jury, and the executioner, all at once. All right.
It said, for by fire and by the sword, this is what I'm coming to do.
That's right.
This I'm about to plead with you.
In the Gospels, it tell you what. Hey, the Lord said He's not coming to bring peace on earth, but a sword, man. Okay. But this the same, you know, God that these people, you know, know they heart, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna call on
Hey,
Con.
and it says to judge the opponent at law. We know that this devil has committed atrocities. That's his judgment is death. So he gonna judge him by death.
His
That's how he
sins
gonna.
reach the heavens, man.
Yep.
You know. So let me get real quick. You got a precept? You got one?
Yeah.
You got that? What I asked you for? You got something? All right. So we gonna get y'all too, and we gonna end it on this.
If y'all don't bring this out, I got it. But if y'all, it's will be the last one.
Bring it up.
I'll make this the last one.
Man, you got an ICBM.
God, nah,
Right,
yeah, go
this
ahead.
is Isaiah 13 and verse 9. It says, behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
Wait, it says the day of the Lord coming cruel with fierce anger. I thought He was coming back and, you know, the rapture and people gonna get out of here and, you know. Nah, it's giving you a biblical description, all right, of how the day of the Lord is gonna be, all right, and what consists of the day of the Lord, man. And it said to destroy the sinners. What are we doing right now, man? We're doing what the Lord asked us to do, to come out and preach, man. All right. Basically, we cleansing ourselves, man, of the blood, all right, that would be on our hands if we hadn't done so. You see, that we may be able to get our sins blotted out. So in that day of judgment, those sins won't count against us. All right. Not saying Jake, you know, don't sin, ain't never sinned before, but we that's right, man. We don't live in sin. That's a beautiful point, man.
Right, yeah. We don't commit willful sin.
That's
we
right.
do our best to uphold the law. There's a difference between the two.
We
They literally commit sin willfully.
we offend less.
Right.
All right. As best as we can. Every day we wake up, we make that conscious decision to offend less, man. You was about to say something?
I was gonna say, you know, with the wicked, the 2/3, when you tell them about that sin, or you tell them how to go about it to, you know, do righteous, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna keep on doing it because this is what helped me throughout the life, or this is what feels good for me.
So be it.
She that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth, man.
That's right. That was it,
Yeah, that was
Go ahead.
this is the book of Amos, chapter, just back him up. This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 18. It says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
Heavy. You know, another, that's more animal backing up, all right, what the actual day of the Lord, all right, will consist of, man. That Daniel's 12 and 1, all right, a time like no other. You ain't got to get it. But, go ahead and get, yeah, I'm about to put the light on here.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 13. It says, I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven.
So what's going on is Daniel has gotten a vision, all right? The Lord showed him a vision of what we've been explaining. Okay, Yahweh's return back to the earth to claim what? Go ahead.
It says, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. And there was given him dominion and glory, a kingdom that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed.
That's right, man. So the Lord is transferring all that glory, man, all right, and power unto Yahweh. Okay? Go ahead and get that that last little part that the brother was gonna grab. Azari.
Verse 18, it says, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
Yeah, man. Okay.
I want to say something because that's the difference between us and Esau.
Right.
The kingdom was given, the earth was given into you. We coming to take it though.
Kind.
To take means to take by force.
That's right, man.
It ain't gonna be like, oh, all right, Yahweh Shai, you can have it. No, we come and take that, man. Give me that. Ain't asking no questions.
That's right, man. Like you said, bullet to bullet, man. You gonna take that from you.
Kind. You still got your precept?
That's cool.
All right. Everybody good? Yeah, so man, Lord willing, you know, this live camp was edifying, all right, and confident and exalting to the hopeful elect, all right, and those that cling unto the body. Before we get out of here, we like to give all glory, honors, and prayers unto
Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem and Kakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
Ababa Ball.
Ababa Ball.
Ababa Ball.
Ababa Ball.
Ababa Ball.
Ababa Ball.
Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.
Shalom.
Shalom.